It's the Krown podcast. It's the Krown podcast. If you know, you know.
It's your boy Gmo the Great, a.k.a. King of the Hustle.
I am Nicole a.k.a. Young O'Hill.
And we in this thing again to another edition of Krown Juice Podcast.
Hey.
Over here at Wolf Nation. Oh, woo.
2019, that's Wolf with an E.
Yeah, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for letting us be in the building and rec shop real quick.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, how are you?
Ah, man, I'm cool.
New year, new me,
Man,
same me, new shit.
You know what I'm saying? Just another day, new checks, you know what I'm saying? New dollar signs, new money, new rent, you dig?
You feel me?
So, yeah, man, we in this thing, man, and been pushing forward with the goals, tracking myself, keeping up with the goals, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hit that gym goal yet, though. I'm trying to make it over there.
I figured that you still have until, the full first week of January to go ahead and hit those goals. So, you good.
You know, and I just realized, too, this how much I've been working lately, that my birthday at the end of the month.
I know.
And I keep forgetting about it.
Yep, it's coming.
So, I'm going to fuck up a couple more times before February. It's some cake and liquor and stuff got to get taken care of,
so,
you know what I'm saying?
We going to get you on the gym.
Yeah, so I'm working on it. But other than that, the other goals are progressing, man, real good.
Good.
And so, I mean, today, man, I just feel like we should just go all in, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling the same. Let's
do it. So check this out. We in on personal development.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling like, what's that nowadays?
Yeah. What is it? What is it to you?
I think personal development starts out freshly with understanding where you stand at as a person, like where you at, like
in
you know what I'm
layman's
saying?
terms, where you fucking up at?
Yeah.
And not blaming other people,
But owning it, you feel me?
Absolutely.
So once you owning it, you know what I'm saying, and you can feel where you fucking up at, you can at that point decide what you gonna do to fix it.
Accountability, ownership, all that good
All
stuff.
of that,
Mm-hmm.
all of that. So
yeah. So for me, personal development definitely is just looking in the mirror, like I said, looking at where you fucking up at, not blaming other people, not saying he did that or she did that. Literally turning the camera around or the mirror around on yourself and saying, you know what, this is where I am falling short. These are my shortcomings, and this is what I need to work on. Literally, don't be hard on yourself, but being realistic with who you are and trying to get better at who you are. That's it.
yeah, and I think that's something that like people we got to start doing is like not being so damn critical of ourselves and understanding that whatever you going through, you're not the first person to ever go through it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you in a long line of people who gonna go through the same shit, same mistakes, and hopefully you just learn your lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like I always like to throw it out there. There ain't no losses. It's just lessons. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's a good one. I like that. That's a jewel.
hey, bing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm a bit distracted today.
Wow. What's going on? Let's talk about it.
Fuck it, man. I wasn't gonna even do it because I don't even do media talk.
What?
This surviving R.Kelly thing, dog.
Yo, I need to go get a drink after this. I had to watch it for research purposes. Thank you for inboxing us. You know who you are, and having us to actually watch it and research it and get involved in the culture and the story or whatever. But I'm going to say that I'm a little bit, I don't know if y'all can hear it in my voice, but I feel it in my shoulders. Like, I'm a little bit, like, disgusted. I'm a little sad about the things that the women had to go through. It brings back a lot of PTSD for me, just being in certain situations with people when I was younger. And, let's talk about it.
Man, so, all right, we know Kills, man, for the greater part of the last 30 years, 25, 30 years, R&B, the R&B been R.Kelly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, classic after classic after classic, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, it's some point in your life, I'm guaranteeing that you got a happy story around some R.Kelly song.
Yep.
And that definitely put him into a level of icon status in people's lives where, You believe them, you trust them, you respect them, you revere them, you put them on a certain pedestal, and like, this thing it fucks me up, right? Excuse my language, but I'm just get right into the
Let's
sauce
talk.
of
It's
it.
just us today. Let's let our hair down and be comfortable.
So
Let your beard down and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it fucks me up because I'm sitting there and I'm watching the R.Kelly shit, and I had to question myself. Like, I'm like, damn, what's wrong with me? Because it was a 3-night event.
Yeah.
I'm watching the first night. The first night, I'm like, man, why they trying to run R.Kelly through the mud like this?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucked up. Why would you try to do him like that? Night 2 came. I said, damn, R.Kelly a little fucked up, but so is them girls' damn parents. You know what I'm saying? And,
What was the parents saying?
what they doing? Why they don't know better?
Yeah.
Then night 3 came, and just like the queasy feeling, man. Just like, damn, like this nigga is a monster, bruh. Like a monster, and like it ain't no excuse. Even if it's a fast ass little girl in your presence, you the adult.
Exactly.
You supposed to fight that temptation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then you start looking at the fact that you like, damn, R. Kelly a monster.
Yeah.
But then you start looking at the fact that it ain't just damn R. Kelly by himself. He has
has a
staff.
whole team.
He has record label executives. He has family, all kind of people that was setting it up. Not to mention some of these damn parents was really handing their children to them on a silver platter. Like, we gonna look the other way because, well, he was acquitted on the case, so you know what I'm saying? What the fuck, now? Like, I'm watching one story, the man like, yeah, R. Kelly asked my daughter to come up on stage, so we let her go. Nigga, never.
Yeah.
Ain't no way
I
possible.
thought my daughter would be different, is what they said.
Man, I don't care if I'm in the audience with my daughter, my wife, my mama. If a celebrity reach down and grab their hand, my mama, whoever ain't just going. We going. Like, nah, ain't nobody.
We
going
ain't going no fucking way.
Like, ain't nobody going up on stage. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, when I got to night 3, I'm like, let's talk about it on a deeper level. That it ain't just R. Kelly the man, it's R. Kelly the systemized business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That left these girls hanging, and you know what I'm saying, took their freedom, took their innocence, took their everything they have. You know what I'm saying?
And in some cases took their health.
And then you got people who clock in with R. Kelly as a 9 to 5 every day.
Every day.
And all they give a damn about is that 9 to 5, I'm gonna get my check, and then when I leave, oh well, shit, them girls still there. That's on them. I
They grown.
I wouldn't sit my crazy ass up, and I wouldn't let them talk to me like that. Oh well, I'm gonna clock out and go home. That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah. That's a lot to say. It's a lot to unpack with this. My biggest thing is know the warning signs. I wish I could have said, I have the warning signs here with me on a list, but I don't. It's just that simple. Still processing this whole thing. But a couple of things that you mentioned are warning signs. Just somebody who, a trigger word, a key word in that special was hiding in plain sight. People that literally will sit right in front of you and grab your trust. I don't know what it is about us as people. We're human. We want to trust people. No matter what we've been through, we want to have somebody that's loyal to us, somebody that we trust. And it was just, he played the role so well. He was charismatic, according to the stories. And then he did all these remarkable things in our culture. He gave us all these wonderful songs. Gave us Happy Before Smile Bitch. Gave us, I think it's a thing about loving people who make you laugh and who make you happy.
Yeah.
He did that for a long ass time, and let's be realistic here. When Aaliyah was alive and well and younger, the culture was so different. And I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of these younger women probably was swept under the rug so long because of just the culture back then. Rape culture, just a whole bunch of shit. The Me Too founder was a part of the series, it was just a lot. It was a lot to take in.
It was, and it was a different day back in the day. I can honestly say that it was a popular thing back in the day for rock stars, rappers to talk to underage girls. You know what I'm saying? That was a thing. It shouldn't have been a thing, but it definitely was a popular, I guess, underground culture for that kind of activity. But it's just like, man, like it's been going on for so long. I'm actually interested to hear about who else was doing it. Because you can't tell me R.Kelly he's the only one who was just doing something and everybody else was walking past it, not saying shit. Plus, it was a list of people that they said declined to do the documentary, and they listed a lot of celebrities. And my question is, why did you target them?
My thing is, somebody mentioned something in the documentary that said if this wasn't black girls or black women, that it would be addressed or handled differently. My thing is, how would it be handled differently? You know,
I agree.
We have the Me Too Time's Up movement. As much as I would like to say that people got kicked out quickly, it's a lie. A lot of women had to come forward, and then you have whether they're black, white, yellow, brown, orange, turquoise, I don't give a fuck. Some women, we're women. When we speak up, it's always going to be a speculation that she's lying or she's doing it for clout or she's doing it for money, you know? And it sucks because that puts us in a position where we're not stepping up and speaking out. I had some things that I've dealt with in my adolescence, in my young adult life, and shit last year that was pretty questionable. But I felt like I put myself in those situations, so I couldn't go and tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what they're coming from.
And we got to eliminate that the victim take the blame for themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like, I do think that it is somewhat of a difference with women of color versus, you know, other women because, like you said, when the Me Too movement dropped, it dropped hard. And they wasn't playing no games. And I'm talking about it's a lot of little actors and stuff that lost everything ASAP. But with women of color, it's always, for one thing, if you just taking a step back, when they depict us in movies, when they depict us in magazines, videos, they always depict women of color as over-sexualized. Like, even if she a strong woman, she could be a cop, but she a cop who's sex crazed. She be smashing a lot of people, or she, you know, I watch like Luke Cage or something. A strong black woman on there, she a superhero, but she fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has to be.
Even The Walking Dead, Michonne, I mean, they didn't depict that in the show, but if you read the comics, she has like several different lovers. Yeah,
so it's like they always make us over-sexualized. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we do. We show our rage or whatever in sex. And so when it comes to looking at us in the media and you say, oh, that black girl, she got raped, she deserved it probably. She was probably acting fast. And even if you acting fast, that don't mean you deserve it. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like, and even if you act fast all the time, if you're a hoe Monday through Friday, on Saturday, Sunday, you got the right to say no to hoeing. You know what I'm saying?
And if you're a hoe, you have the right to say, I want to do this or I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. Like, with our black girls, I feel like they do take that away from them, that they're human, that they got, you know, so they take the human trait away. Now, you start raping a whole bunch of white girls in Hollywood, and I ain't trying to make it a color thing, but if you start raping a whole bunch of white women in Hollywood, then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, they're America's princesses. Like, let's run in and rescue them. Let's get this movement going. This thing been going on with R.Kelly since, I mean, the Aaliyah story was back in the early 90s. Yeah. Like Aaliyah was older than me then, but you know what I'm saying? This was like 92. You know what I'm saying? So we looking at, this is something that's just been constantly swept under the rug. And then it's with the same person. Because then a few years later, here come more stories. And then here come a videotape. And then, like, now we looking at what, a year or two ago, he got a sex call. It's a constant thing of them just doing it in our face. It's a fuck you move. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do what I want to do and try to catch me if you can.
And why? Because we keep supporting this bullshit.
And this is where,
because of a feeling.
And this is where, like, I had a conversation the other day, and today I had to redo that conversation where I was like, why can't you like art? Why can't you like the art of someone and separately you just not fuck with them as a person? You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you listen to Kanye. Oh, Kanye has some bangers, but Kanye today is an asshole, dog. And it's like, you can't, but it's like now, it's like when you making somebody rich.
When you put them in the same boat, it doesn't even compare. I'd rather fuck with Kanye still than to ever listen to R.Kelly again. And that's just my
I'm gonna be real. You can take both of them niggas and throw them in a Folgers can and throw them to sea.
I agree. But if we're talking comparisons, I'm still gonna fuck with Kanye on an artistry level. I've been cancel him as a person that I fuck with on a personal level because I don't understand it. You know, it's just the mental illness thing, if it's mental illness, then you know what, I understand. But for him to go back and forth and saying I'm not and I am, I can't do it.
I can't fuck with that neither. There's too many people suffering from that. And
yeah, that you playing around with it and then you picking and choosing
using
when
it as
you want to use
a
it.
media ploy or something.
That victim shit.
Yeah, fuck
basically.
that. I don't fuck with Kanye. I
So
don't fuck with that dude.
with R.Kelly, it's just like I can't find myself. I haven't listened to him in years. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a fuck about him. I don't want to listen to him. He ain't did shit for me. He was before my time, to be realistic about it. I remember growing up and listening to, my mom enjoying the music. So, of course, I have memories of him being on in our house. But at the same time, like, I cannot respect or appreciate anything that comes from him.
And that's bottom line, man. That's how I'm feeling right now. It's like, damn, when you take back just watching the story, watching a woman walk into the house and break down like she in a haunted house. Cause
Stomping on the floor saying that's how she had to get permission or...
Like she in there quivering like she's in a haunted house, like ghosts finna pop out. Like man, I can't fuck with dude, man. And it's kind of rattled my weekend a little bit, which I don't get rattled easily. You know what I'm saying? So
Same.
It kind of rattled my weekend because it's just like that's movie shit. That ain't even supposed to be real. You know what I'm saying?
The thing of it is this is going on out here with real people, not just celebrities.
Yeah.
It's real people out here that act and maneuver like this and take advantage of people and prey on younger women. And to be honest, I wish I could say I had a remedy to this, but at the end of the day, it's out here happening to men too. I don't even want to ignore that. I've heard several stories about...
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, young guys being molested when they were children
And that's real.
It's real, and the thing about it is, this is why I think I advocate for going to therapy so much, because I know it's hard for men to talk about stuff like this. I know a couple of men in my life personally that I do try to encourage and just listen to, and support, because they've been through this and when they were younger, and they don't know how to handle it. I know Charlemagne is a big name out there that people, can easily find his story. He didn't know he was molested or wrongly done until he listened to Tyler Perry.
And that's most men, though. Like, if I sit down with most of my homeboys probably lost their virginity before they was 15.
Yeah.
But if you hear the story that they tell, it's a conquering story.
Yeah.
It's this, when I was 12, I was over my best friend's house, and he had an older sister that was 19, and she did this, and this. Man, I was trying to kill that. It's
like you turn it into...
It's a trophy. So it's like you sit there and you champion it. Like, damn, I had this older chick. My first chick was an older chick. She was 30. I was 17.
But if you take a girl that says the same thing, she was 16 and the man was 49, 50, that's a whole, you're going to be disgusted. Why is that being turned a blind eye on when it comes down to a younger child that's a boy and an older woman,
And that's where society is starting to shift to a point that
for the better.
Because even watching the R.Kelly story, and he a monster. Let's wipe this nigga out for real.
Yeah.
But the commercials in between the R.Kelly story was stuff like, boys will be boys. Let's end that attitude. You got to understand, a lot of men, they're a reflection of how they were raised. Yeah. A lot of the things that they do as a man, it takes time for us to be like, you know what,
or
looking back on.
Or the lack of how they were raised, let's be honest.
So it's a lot of stuff you look back on. Me being at my age, I look back on stuff when I was young and I'm like, damn, that was fucked up. I should have never did no stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it was a part of that that culture that we lived in. Like, for instance, when I was in high school, the girls that was in high school with me, they wouldn't date boys that was in high school. All of them was 16 and they had boyfriends that was 21, 22. They didn't date us because they felt we was little boys.
Yeah, I was immature.
But the whole time, that was rape. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was okay with it. I knew some of them girls whose parents was like, well, they really go together, so it seemed okay because he come back. That was rape. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, where we've conditioned society so much to look the blind eye on certain shit because we think certain shit is likable or we're in favor of certain shit, that we just don't understand that shit is just wrong. It's been wrong.
You take out the money, you take out the power, you take out the fame, you take out the clout, it's fucking wrong. And if you add those things back in, it's still fucking wrong.
And that's what I'm saying. Like most of the homeboys I know, most of the men I know, we don't got no sweet romantic story of, I met my girlfriend and we got older and we had a romantic night and laid down. We were both 18 years old and lost our. Nah, most men virginity stories is some raunchy. I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be fucking with this older woman came in the room. It's always an older woman. It's never a peer.
D.L. Hughley even had a story about this lady. She didn't know how to suck dick, and he kept telling her it hurt. And she told him not to tell you that it hurt.
And then that's the other thing.
Disgusting.
You telling little boys, if you do this, I'm going to threaten you. Or I'm going to do this to you. Or, you're a little boy, it feel good. You're going to be like, shit, I want it to happen again. But you don't know that you're the victim. You're victimized.
Same for girls.
Most men are victims and don't know it right now.
Same for girls. And 'cause sometimes, things feel good to women and they don't know, or little girls rather, not women, but they don't know the difference because their parents don't tell them. I was read before Tiffany Haddish's book, The Last Black Unicorn, and she was talking about her molestation story. And the guy never tried to have sex with her. He didn't make her feel uncomfortable. He literally just told her, I'm going to suck on your titties to make them grow. When she was about 13 years old, this man was old as fuck. And it's simple things like that where she didn't know that she was being, molested until she was an adult, until she was a young adult. Matter of fact, her friend told her that was wrong. Right. So it's how you raise the children in your family, whether it be your children, your nieces, your nephews, your younger cousins, your younger siblings. It's so much that you have to look out for, but ultimately, don't be overprotective and not protect your children. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean that it is good.
And that's my thing, man. Just the bottom line, man. Like, it ain't no way I could tell nobody, especially not being a parent myself, but there's no way that I can tell nobody how to parent. But my thing is, man, pay attention. That's it. Like, just pay attention. Like, what's going on? Look at the signs. Be involved. Be aware of what's going on around your children, man. Like, and that's boys and girls, man. Because, just as many rapes that happen to females happen to boys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, and boys ain't saying that because we got it. We had that prideful thing where we can't say nothing because we feel less of a man or something.
And then you got the boys will be boys thing. You do go to somebody up and up about it. Oh, you just a pussy. Yeah. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? It's so much things that I've heard. I was raised around men, so I know the conversations. I know barbershop talk, and that's probably why I'm a little bit, extra with my vocabulary and some of the things that I do when I'm with my girlfriends. But at the end of the day, like, we have to change the culture, shift the culture in a way where it is okay to discuss things that might not be masculine.
It's facts.
Or consider masculine based on rape culture standards.
And we got, I just feel like, man, it's probably that time, man, like, we need to review what masculinity means, and femininity too as well, you know what I'm saying? Because we put so much pressure on living up to those words, and it seems like those words, they driving us apart, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of setting us up to fail, to be honest.
Absolutely. So back to personal development. Get better, just get better being you, being yourself, and being comfortable that some things and some ideals that you have or believe in that other people might not adopt, might not think is the right way or the popular way. Right. But you just got to be courageous enough to be you, and respect yourself. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, whether you're a man or a woman. It's that simple. Yeah. I wish I could say do what makes you happy, but if it's fucking somebody over, then don't do that shit. It's that simple.
But shit, let's lighten this bitch up.
Yeah.
It was dark for a little minute.
What's irking you, bro?
Man, let me get my irks on, man. Yeah. So I'm diving right into this irk, man.
Bro, what's irking you?
Bro, what's irking you?
And so check this out. I believe in this. This is how I move, right? Mm-hmm. I believe that sometimes you just have to do what's best for you, and with no apology, with no explanation to other people.
OMG.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you hit the nail on the head, cuz.
I'm really banging with this one because it's just like, the new year came, and in 2018, of course, I dusted on it lightly last episode, but you know, I had to remove some people. You know what I'm saying? I had to make room for new people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so when people started acting weird around me, I had to get them the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? It was just not good for my spirit or my soul. In Jesus Christ's name. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
So, so I'm like, it's some people that I ghosted them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Like, and I'm still, people still hitting me about it. Like, I'm still getting little messages. I'm still getting people trying to check in. I
Same.
ghosted. Like, dog, if I haven't hit you back, if I haven't hit you up, if you feel like I'm not fucking with you, you're probably right. You're probably right.
If you feel like I'm not fucking with you, I'm not fucking with you.
That's the fact. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing is that,
Simple.
man, people will try to treat you however they want to treat you. And then when you finally stand up and be like, I don't feel like being treated like this no more, then they got a damn problem with you because now you standing up for yourself. I'm not going for it in 2019. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's irking me. Y'all people think that y'all can pop up when you feel like popping up head ass niggas.
Pop
like
your
y'all,
ass back down, bitch.
it's a done deal, man.
No.
I'm irked out by y'all, man. Like I moved on. Like, man, it ain't no beef. You just well wishes, live your life, keep moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I want to say that I did have, last episode I did mention that I was done ghosting people and so on and so forth for the new year, but there was a person that I ghosted last year. He just talks, he's disrespectful, and his attitude and his, like, the way he maneuvers was just disgusting. Like, he wanted, I don't know what he wanted, to be honest with you, but it was just like, it was no reciprocation. And it was just like I was trying to figure out, you know, what I wanted to do with him in my life. But then his mouth is just ridiculous. He's very insulting. And it's just like, I'm not going to deal with it.
We ain't going for that neither.
We're not going for that. And it's just like, after that, I just kind of ghosted him. Like the last time he kind of insulted me verbally, I ghosted. And so finally he hit me up after he listened to the show, right? And he was like, oh, so you not ghosting nobody in 2019? I said, no. And in my mind, like I had typed out this whole little paragraph, like, you know, for people that I did decide to leave in 2018, I let them know respectfully, like I let them know what was up. I ended the relationship how it was up, you know, on a respectful note. So that way, if we do have to do business again in the future or we see each other, it's no qualms. But like for people that I don't give a fuck about who literally just disrespectful, you're not getting no explanation. I'm not about to waste my energy because to know me is to know I'm a pretty nice person. I'm a respectful person. I can be direct. I can be polite. I can be everything. But one thing that I'm not is I'm not disrespectful and I'm not rude. And I don't want people in my life like that voluntarily, you know? And so, yeah, I get that. Fuck them. Ghost them.
Man, for real.
You know what I'm saying? If it's not healthy, leave it alone. Like I said, whether it be blood or water, leave it.
That's real. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it'll go across the board for me because it's with family friends, female friends, homeboys.
Everybody.
Like coworkers. I won't talk to my boss, man, just because. You know what I'm saying?
But no. Oh, you guys. So guess what, Crown Jewels fam? We have tried to revamp the website. We would love for you guys to go check it out over at crownjewelspodcast.com. Basically, when you see the homepage, it's going to say welcome to Crown Jewels. Just click on that. You can see the website. We have our Meat List Monday. We have our just what's going on in the Crown Jewels podcast world. A new tab we also have is a Contact Us tab. And this year, a friend of the show, or this year, this episode, a friend of the show, Tekashi6Fine, did submit an irk. And her irk was, why do people who know you left them in 2018 to continue to bother you with the same 2018 bullshit?
And she right on page with it too.
And that's basically was my irk. Same sentiments exactly. Tekashi, she know who I'm talking about. We have a nickname for him. We call him Chef. And, you know, I had to tell her, like, you know, this guy got to go. You know what I'm saying? And
hey, we surviving all suckers in 2019. You know what I'm saying?
Jive turkey.
Hey.
And yeah. Basically, shit, 2019, you guys, just do you, boo.
Hey, for real, live up to it. You know what I'm saying? Be your boss move and do everything you're trying to do. And real talk, man, send them irks in. We're going to start reading them irks off and blasting everything. So.
If you would like to remain anonymous, you can. Just put a dummy name off in the name and the first name, last name section, and we'll still read it. It's no biggie. But yeah, fuck with us.
And go over there and play with the site a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because Nicole been on there going crazy, completely in her bag on the page. The page looking ridiculous over there. So,
thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of links. And, man, we done vamped up a lot of stuff. So go over there and check.
Yeah, you dropped the love notes.
Yeah, love notes. Yeah, I need to go ahead and bring her up here.
Yeah.
But, love notes, new love series, you know what I'm saying, featuring me and my fiance.
I call her fiance, babe.
That's us, you know what I'm saying? But we over there just kind of cooking up ideas, you know what I'm saying, talking about relationships and a way to successfully try to make them work. Now, we ain't no experts. We just two people that just happen to have some luck going with us, some blessing over us, and some favor.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we just got a couple of little cheat codes, you know what I'm saying, that you can use, man. I mean, if you serious about a person, that's all. Bottom line, I ain't going to take too much more time up about this, but bottom line, if you're in a relationship, if that person is absolutely serious about you and you absolutely serious about that person, y'all ain't got to be perfect, but that's all the perfectness that you need is that y'all serious, because, you know what I'm saying, long as y'all willing to fight for it, y'all can make it work. And I got all the cheat codes to help you do that, because y'all know me from back in the day, and I used to be in that savage mode all day long, and you know what I'm saying, I'm reborn again. I'm out the waters.
I'm not about to vote you. I'm not about to get struck by lightning. But with that being said, we're trying. The purpose of Crown Jewels, you know, we want to motivate and just add value to y'all listening. So we always talk about changing the culture, and I have different conversations with my friends about how can we change the mindsets of certain people, and it's literally by we're just trying to live in what we talk about. We're trying to practice what we preach, and I shout out to you and fiance bae.
I appreciate it.
For putting that out there for us, because, you know, being a single woman, I'm very happy in my singleness. But one day I will be blessing somebody's son, you know, somebody's
and that's
seed.
Real.
So
we're speaking that into existence.
We're just trying to do right by them.
And another thing, like with us, we ain't no look, man, we ain't no Greeks. You know what I'm saying? We ain't. I'm just keeping it real. No knock to nobody. Black. We ain't Greeks. We ain't super religious and holy. We don't got this message of condemnness about how you supposed to handle your relationship. I'm just trying to show you some ways that work, like that work for me.
Realistically.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it, realistic. So it ain't me trying to be condemning or judging or you need to be this way to be that way. I'm just trying to show you some cheat codes to win. Some
fire-ass tips and some real-ass conversations.
That's it.
And if you can take it, take it. If you can't, y'all leave a comment, like and subscribe. Let them know, you know, what y'all think they should talk about. Just be engaging, because it's one thing to go on there and not say nothing at all, but it's one thing to go on there and say what's not there. So just, you know, engage the fam. You know
and cook with us, you know what I'm saying, on all levels. This all of us. The Crown Jewel ain't just us, it's all of us. So
it's all of us, yeah.
We cooking. But
also, if you want to collaborate, that's what the Contact Us tool is for as well.
Definitely.
If you want to sponsor, that's what the Contact tool is, you know, for as well. So
and that's, I mean, we trying to personally develop, you know. So we that segue gang, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely working on some personal development, man. I feel like I've been introverted for a while. I didn't know what it was at first. I thought I was just shy.
Okay.
But I wasn't shy because didn't nothing scare me or nothing. I just felt that I didn't like people too much. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, now I'm more of a person where I like having that conversation with someone, because that conversation, I pull the strangest jewels from the most unlikeliest of conversations.
Yes.
Like I can walk up to a homeless man sitting on the bench and pull one of the deepest jewels out of that conversation that's going to push me for the next year.
And I'm a little bit opposite. I could just be sitting someplace by myself and people will walk up to me and just tell me their whole life story. And I'm like, I love people, but I didn't ask for this. But I just started accepting my gifts. Like I tend to gravitate people towards me. That tend to be a little bit more open than I am. So that's just I guess that is a push to say, you know, it's okay to be more open.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that this year.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? We got to move in them different ways. We're going to try all the new stuff. I feel like this year, man, I don't know. I don't want to keep talking about goals on every episode, but goddamn, these goals is good.
Goals, to me, the personal development is different from goals. Goals is something, I mean, you both set them where you want to hit them and reach them, but personal development is something that's every day. Goals is something that you're working towards. It's every day also, but it's just to me, it's a different lane. Personal development is something that you just wake up every morning and say, okay, I messed up yesterday, but this is what I want to do today. Every day is a new day with personal development. So with the goals, you're working towards something every day, but personal development is resetting every day is what I'm trying to say, y'all.
Okay. Drop that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's on slight.
Bing, bing. So resetting every day. So I got a little thing that I've been working on as well. Like, I guess that would start with my personal development. Mm-hmm. So I've got to the point sometimes where, like, working in jobs, you know what I'm saying, where I get up every morning and I'm like, gotta go in here again, and I'm tired of hearing the whisper in my ear.
Yeah.
So I get up every morning now, and I've been doing this since the beginning of the year. I get up every morning and I don't touch my cell phone for the first 30 minutes.
Good.
I make sure that, like, I might not even roll out of bed. I might lay in bed and just pray and meditate for the first 30 minutes and just be like, today gonna be a good day. We gonna make this happen today. I'm gonna exceed this way today. I didn't do this yesterday, but I'm gonna come through today. Yeah. Thank you for letting me make it through the night again. And so just all my little things like that. Just take the moment to appreciate the silence. You know what I'm saying? Just the air in the room. You know what I'm saying? Breathe well. And after that 30 minutes, I pop up, I get everything going, and then it start that day off smooth. Yep. And I can honestly say I ain't had no grumpy New Year day. You know what I'm saying?
Since that's a beautiful thing. I think my joy from that would definitely be to reflect and be grateful.
Yeah.
I think to just sit there and to meditate is one thing that's super important in the morning. I mean, as you all know, I'm not really active on social media. I'm just more of an in-person type of person. If we're having a conversation in DM, that's what I prefer, one-on-one versus a whole bunch of comments. I would say that I used to be shy. Now I'm just kind of quiet and observant more than I would say shy, because I could work a room or I could just be quiet, But at the end of the day, or just be a wallflower rather than be quiet. But at the end of the day, it's all about just getting out there and doing what you want to do. So with that being said, what you trying to change about your introvertedness this year?
It was something you said to me, man, like, actually just it wasn't even something you was necessarily saying to me. Mm-hmm. It was just me listening to you talk about, some other projects and things that you working on. Mm-hmm. And one of the things you did say is that on one of your other projects, you celebrate small wins.
Yep.
That's been I've been using that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I know that's part of another idea or something that you was doing.
That you was doing that, though.
Yeah, for sure. Like, we definitely been listening to each other, you know what I'm saying, and picking up off of that. And one of the things you did say is that, you want to celebrate small wins. Mm-hmm. And I've been taking that into consideration, like, with the way I move day to day. Yeah. The small wins is waking up to see another day, is having a job to go to, all the things like that. So the small wins been extremely important, you know what I'm saying, in this year of personal development.
Absolutely. I know when Tammy and Shantae were here with us, the ladies of Trinity Rising Counseling, Tammy was saying don't look for the big thing to knock you off, Yeah. And to me, when it comes to celebration, you do have to look for the small things when it comes to celebrating those wins. And that's my concept. That's my philosophy on life, is to celebrate the small wins, because when you have those bigger goals and you're not checking in on yourself and you're saying, I didn't get this, or it doesn't look the way I thought it would, or it doesn't look how I wanted to, at the end of the day, you don't really know what achieving that goal is going to look like. Right. So in order to just get your mind, keep yourself focused, and just to literally celebrate, take a little bit of a load off, celebrate those small wins. So thank you for that.
No, that's big.
What that is for.
That's big. So I definitely been using that a lot, man, and been telling other people that too. Appreciate your small wins, So, yeah. That's my personal development.
Good. So for me, personal development is, so as you all know, I discussed this before, I had a different childhood, meaning a very traumatic childhood. I know a lot of people, I connect with a lot of people, but I don't quite have quality relationships, as many quality relationships as I would like, just because I do detach very easily. And so I'm working on I'm going to try to seek assistance and guidance and find me a counselor in a relationship area, whether it just be family or friends. I don't really want to be in a relationship, Lord, right now. But just being completely real and being completely honest. You guys, that's what I'm here for, is just to share me. But it's just like it's certain things I don't want to open up about. It's certain things I don't want to talk about, and it's certain things that's kind of holding me back that I need to go ahead and get off my chest and practice what I preach now regarding. That way I can move forward because this year feels fucking good, and I want to keep that energy up. You know, keep that same.
I got some business development I'm working on too, man. I think I got some consulting I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to do, just to get that professional. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we chugging on the right tracks. You know what I'm saying? So, trying to do that as well.
Good. So we here, you know, we here, y'all. We normal. We human as fuck. Being human as fuck, imperfect as fuck. That's what being human is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't Jesus, so we not perfect.
So give me a lit moment. What's a lit moment of this week you didn't have? This past week, what was something that was definitely in your favor?
Jeez, you're making me think today. What happened? I mean, because every day is a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? I've had a very calm week. A lit moment would be just making sure my family makes it home safe. You know, my family was out of town. They made it home safe, and I'm very happy about that. So that would be a lit moment. It's something so simple, but again, smile wins, and I'm grateful for that.
That's what's up, man. So I know me, man. I had this overtime on my check,
Okay.
That check was fat enough big, cuz.
Okay. All right, fam.
So, yeah.
That's a beautiful feeling.
That's a good win right there. But you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just balancing everything out, keeping the dark side on the front of the,
let's talk balance, because I used to work on overtime. I used to live off overtime. When the overtime first got cut, I was like, damn, I don't have as much money as I thought I did. So I'm gonna say enjoy that check, but you know, never base your budget off of overtime. Not necessarily for you. I know you got it because you older and you just, you know, mature and shit. Yeah. But just to my fellow millennials that's not as matured as G is, don't set your budget like I did off of OT. Like that shit still burning me sometimes. I'm good. I'm good money.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I used to quit doing OT, man, because I feel like they used to take advantage of me with the OT. Yeah. They used to have all these technicalities like, hey, well, you got to work 40 physical hours before you can get this paid.
They do the same thing with us at our company.
And I was like, man, forget, like, they'd be like, we want you to work the holiday, but since y'all off on the holiday, you don't get 40 physical. I was like, nah, don't put me down for shit.
Yep.
So I quit.
But they got you back in.
Yeah, man, they wrote me this time. That was good.
That's good, though. That's good. So we have our little, I like that.
Yeah.
You know, so we have our irks what pisses off. Damn, I ain't even been drinking today and I can't talk. We have our irks what pisses us off, and then we have, you know, that's what's up.
The balance.
Our little lit moments.
Yeah, you know
okay, cool.
Yeah, we're going to get on here and slide about this thing. I feel comfortable with it. What
I'm good. Let's go.
So, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's your boy Gmo the Great, a.k.a. King of the Hustle. You know what I'm saying? And check us out, www.crownjewelspodcast.com. Crown with a K. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the K. And, man, I really can't even tell you to go nowhere else because everything you need about Krown Jewels is going to be located at the website.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? All the links, all the other social media sites, all the ways to listen. You know what I'm saying? If you want to contact, if you want to collab, if you want to do whatever, go there. You're hearing this on a Tuesday, so that means yesterday we just dropped a fresh recipe, you know what I'm saying, for our Meatless Monday, you know what I'm saying, trying to get everybody on their health binge as well. So go ahead and cook that up as well. If you got a recipe, send it through. Man, any suggestions, whatever, we out here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take that, Nicole. Spit your 16.
My 16, my little bars. No, I got, you know, thank y'all for listening. Thanks for celebrating the new year with us, with our New Year, New Us episode, or New Year, New Me. It's cliche, but that's how we are. We had a lot of fun with New Year's, and we looking forward to just keeping it up. So, up one. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah, well, we out.
It's the Krown Jewels Podcast.